All right. Good morning, everyone. I wanted to do a talk through of the next week and a half just because we have a lot going on. There's a lot of activities. I did post everything you should need for the next, from now until winter break. So I just wanted to kind of go through it real quick. This week and next week, we'll keep the site word as at. Okay, so you don't have to worry about changing it through the end of the year. So just kind of going through the message here. I can't believe it's winter break time. That went so fast. We're going to continue some of our gingerbread fun this week, as well as work on beginning letter sounds, and we're going to talk about ending letter sounds as well during our whole group instruction time. This week for math, we're going to talk about geometry, enter into geometry now through the end of the week as well. So this week, the children are going to create their giant gingerbread person during their choice board time. Feel free to use paint or any supplies you'd like to make your gingerbread person. Okay. Let me see what else. Regarding the next pickup, I think I'm not going to have anything ready until the first week of January. I want to take a little time over break and really break down and figure out exactly, as I mentioned during conferences, I want to switch the schedule a little bit. And so I really want to kind of break down and think about how that's going to look and what we're going to be doing when we're meeting. Most likely what I'm going to do is I'm going to start ending the morning meeting early 2 or 3 days a week and having longer small group instruction time during that time. And I also 2 days a week will eliminate the 11 o'clock meeting, and I'll be just meeting with small groups during that time. So I need to figure out exactly what that looks like, and then I'll put together a schedule, obviously, over break, and I'll send that out for you, okay? Let's see. If it was possible and you were able to save the last page of this week, meaning the week we just wrapped up, the 12/7, it's a reindeer fact page. That's awesome. We'll use it Monday the 23rd. If not, if it's in the recycling, it's not a big deal. We'll just use the black and white journal. Also, students who work with Mrs. Bond, she will not be meeting with anyone on the 21st or the 22nd, and obviously not the 23rd because that one's going to be a short day. Okay. This week's sight words are at and not. Next week's sight words are by and she. Okay. During small group time, we're going to be making some things. So please, and it says Monday and Tuesday here. Actually, Monday, Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, Thursday when we meet. Have your child bring their little foamy kind of textured gingerbread person and some things to decorate it. Crayons, markers don't really work on those. They kind of rub off. So crayons, scissors, glue sticks. If you have pom-poms or ribbon or tissue paper that they could use, that would be fine. If you could also find a little bag, maybe a little gift bag or some wrapping paper that they could wrap it with some tape. And then a piece of construction paper, we're going to be making a card. Okay. We're going to be doing that during small group this week. So we're not going to be reading this week. We're going to be working on some projects that are a surprise. So I can't tell you anymore. Also, I did send home for most of the children, not everyone, but most of the children have a little picture of themselves that was sent home. If you could send them Monday or Tuesday to their small group with that little picture of themselves as well as the gingerbread person, that would be great. If you accidentally use the foamy gingerbread person last week, it's not a big deal. If you could just kind of trace a new one out of paper, that would work perfectly. Okay. The small groups for the week of 12/14 are listed here. The small groups for 12/21 are listed here. 12/21, we will not be having any math groups in the afternoons. We're going to be doing some different things. Okay. And we have a short day on Wednesday, the 23rd. So you just want to kind of check out those small group times. Okay. Choice boards for the week of 12/14 are here. Okay. And I forgot to plug in choice boards for 12/21. I'll send that now. Okay. There is a message here from Miss Pilsitz. You can have your child sign up to chat with her. She's our guidance counselor. Okay. For this week, optional family letter name shapes, page 227, 228. On Monday, we're going to go over the letter G, so they're going to need their wipe off board and their marker. And then at 11 o'clock for the whole group meeting, we'll need magnetic letters and their tray. Okay, some math pages. I do want to kind of put in a little disclaimer. The the week to week and a half before winter break can get a little, there's a lot of energy and excitement in the air. I've tried to think about some like the most engaging activities without requiring a lot from you. So I'm going to do my very best to stick to the schedule. If I find that we kind of need to tweak something, I'll let you know at my earliest convenience, okay? Or at your earliest convenience, you know what I'm saying. So Wednesday, they're going to bring their poem from their at-home pack. It's a gingerbread poem. I believe it's the first page in the pack. We're going to practice fluency, and then they're going to practice reading it together that night, and then we're going to read it all together on Thursday. At 11 o'clock on Wednesday, they're going to make their very own I Spy. So they're going to bring approximately 20 items. The items should fit on their little baking tray, and then they'll just carry that baking tray to class, and then we're going to be writing about it. Thursday at 9, we're going to perform the gingerbread poem whole group. So we're going to all read it together. And then at 11 o'clock, they're going to need their colored printed out page of the gingerbread cookies. It was sent home in the last pickup. The page says suspects at the top, and it's printed in color. I believe it was in the same thing. I don't remember if it was in the folder or in the package. I'm sorry. Please place that inside the plastic page protector, and the kids are going to need a wipe off marker as well. So they're going to, as we kind of go over the suspects, they're going to cross out who they think it is and circle, or cross out who it's not and circle who they think it is. Okay, so if you could also check and see that their dry erase marker works, that would be super helpful. Again, now's a great time to kind of check their supplies. Do they have crayons? Because sometimes like math asks for like a yellow crayon and a red crayon. Do they have crayons? Do they have two pencils that are sharp? Because that way, if the one breaks, we don't have to be like scrambling for one. Does their wipe off marker work? All that good stuff. Friday at 9, if you could bring a popsicle stick. I did send home a bunch of googly eyes. If you could try to find 2 that were sent home in their first original art bag, that would be awesome. If not, markers are fine. Ethan will present his star student presentation, and then we'll have a new star student and a mystery reader on Friday. Okay. All of these did not fit in one, so I apologize. There appears to be a limit to the amount of text I can put in here. So the schedule for the last week before break, okay, Monday 12/21 is going to be Reindeer Day, okay, so they can wear brown and or red to class, and antlers are optional. If you can bring that reindeer fact page, that was the last page in the packet from the week of 12/7. If not, it's not a big deal. They could just bring their black and white science journal. We're going to do observational writing and drawings related to reindeer. And then at 11 o'clock, we're going to read a story and then play reindeer games. They're going to need to bring the following: just a spoon that would hold a small soft ornament, small stuffed animal, small toy. We're going to do like kind of like an egg race, but with a spoon and a stuffed animal or a non-breakable ornament. Okay. And then we'll play some other games. And then at 1 o'clock, we're going to do a directed drawing that day. So they're going to need to bring a white paper, pencil, and markers. Directed drawings are awesome for following step-by-step directions and lots of other things. So I'm excited to do that with them. Tuesday, pretend snow day. And 9 o'clock, they're going to need to bring a die and a piece of paper and markers. At 11 o'clock, they're going to need to either bring Play-Doh, or I have an optional recipe for fake snow here. They do love the fake snow if you have it. It's 3 cups of baking soda, and it can be any kind of conditioner. They recommend white conditioner because snow is white, but I've used like a pale pink in the past, and it's been fine. So if you wanted to make that, I recommend putting it in a container that has sides. It is a little messy, but the kids love it. So I did put that in there. We're going to be making snowmen and then writing about it. So their purple journal is important too. And then at 1 o'clock, that day we're going to bring a cozy blanket and a stuffy and think about context clues and watch the wordless story, The Snowman, which they really enjoy. Then Wednesday is going to be our last day before break. It's an early dismissal day. At 9:30 we'll do our morning meeting. 9:30 to 10 o'clock, we're going to do a ripped paper snowman or a Christmas tree. It's their choice. So they're going to need to bring, I sent everyone home with a ton of construction paper. So if they could just bring, if they're going to maybe ask them what they'd like to make, a snowman or a tree. And it can just be an evergreen tree. It doesn't have to be a Christmas tree, obviously. So if they're going to bring a snowman, they're going to need to bring, if they want to make a snowman, they're going to need to bring obviously white and some orange for the nose and have a color for the background. And for a Christmas tree or an evergreen tree of some kind, they're going to need to bring a background color and then the green for the tree. So, and then they can bring crayon and glue. What else? 10 o'clock, they're going to have some choice board activities. Back at 11, optional, this is optional, so Polar Express party. So if you would like to attend, you're going to come in your PJs with hot cocoa and a snack, and we're going to listen to the animated read aloud of the Polar Express. I want to say it's about 16 minutes. So, that's it. Okay, so that's going to be the next week and a half up until break. Like I said, I'm going to plan for the next pickup ideally will be that first week back from January, and everyone should have the supplies that you need to get us through that first week. Sight words are in here. I will send a link for the choice board that I forgot to post right here. And I think that is it. So it's going to be a great week. They're going to have a lot of fun, and I will talk to you later.